Rutherford failed to explain the stability of atom and electronic configuration. This model also failed to explain about atomic spectra. Rutherford model did not explain about atomic spectra. Therefore, new theory is introduced, that is Bohr's model of atoms. Bohr's model explained all the limitation that was not explained by Rutherford's. Atomic spectra, stability of atom, and electronic configuration. All these things are explained by Bohr's model. According to Bohr's model of atom, electrons are revolved in definite circular path. Electrons are revolved in definite circular path. It's called orbit, and it is represented by 1, 2, 3, so on. Each orbit possesses definite amount of energy. Each orbit possesses definite amount of energy, and that is called cell, and it is also represented by K, L, M, and so on. Next is while revolution, electrons do not emit or absorb energy. Next is electron maybe emits or absorb energy. If electron emits energy, then it jump into the lower cell, and if electron absorb energy, then it jump to the higher cell. You can see the animation in which when electron absorb energy, it goes up, goes to the higher cell, and when electron lost its energy, then it goes to the lower cell. If energy of the two cells is E2 and E1, E2 is greater than E1, then E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu, where h nu is the photon, that is the packet of energy, because energy is absorbed or emitted by electron is in the form of quanta. Electrons next cannot revolve in all possible orbit. That is, electron can revolve in some specified orbit in which the angular momentum of electron is integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. That is, MBR is equal to NH upon 2 pi, where N is equal to 1, 2, 3, so on. And in this way, so MBR is equal to NH upon 2 pi. If it is fulfilled, then only electron can be revolved. Energy of electron is also calculated by Bohr, that is En is equal to minus RH 1 by N square. So for any cell it can be calculated. RH is Rydberg constant, that is equal to 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. And for any particular cell, if we know the value of N, we can calculate the energy state of the cell. Bohr also calculate the radius of revolution of electron, and it can be calculated by Rn is equal to N square A naught by Z, where N is the shell number and Z is the atomic number. So for any revolution for electrons in any particular cell, we can calculate the radius of electrons. This is calculated by Bohr. Now let us see what is the advantage of Bohr's model of atom. Bohr's model explained atomic spectra. He also explained the stability of atom. He explained the stability of atom, atomic spectra, and Balmer's equation for spectral line, whatever it was given by Bohr. That all these things are explained. However, there are some limitation of Bohr's model. Bohr did not explain the dual nature of electrons, which is further explained by de Broglie. Next is, Bohr also failed to explain atomic spectra of atoms which have more than one electrons, like hydrogen-like elements. Bohr only explained atomic spectra for hydrogen or hydrogen-like elements. And next is, it also did not explain Zeeman effects and Stark effects. This is Zeeman effect, splitting of spectral line in magnetic field, and Stark effect, that is splitting of spectral line in electric field. This one is not explained by Bohr's. So all these are related to Bohr's model of atom, and I hope you have liked these videos, and so you have to subscribe it and share it. Okay, thank you.